The vast emptiness of space stretched out before the Xeraxian exploration fleet. Captain Zorlak stood on the bridge of the lead ship, his four eyes blinking in anticipation. They had traveled for years, searching for new worlds to study and perhaps colonize. Their long journey was about to end as they approached a small blue planet in a distant solar system. "Commander Vexna, what do our scans show?" Zorlak asked, his voice filled with excitement. The green-skinned alien tapped her console with long, slender fingers. "Sir, the planet appears to be Earth. According to our records, it was home to a primitive species called humans. But," she paused, confusion clear in her voice. "What is it, Commander?" Zorlak moved closer, curious about her hesitation. "The readings don't make sense, sir. We're detecting advanced energy signatures and artificial structures, far more advanced than anything humans should have been capable of." Zorlak's antenna twitched with interest. This was unexpected. Their records showed that humans were a young species, barely able to leave their own planet. Yet these readings suggested something far different. "Bring us closer," he ordered. "I want a visual." As the fleet moved into Earth's orbit, the crew gasped in awe. Instead of a primitive world, they saw a planet surrounded by sleek, shimmering satellites. The continents below were dotted with gleaming cities that seemed to blend seamlessly with lush, green forests and crystal-clear oceans. "This is impossible," whispered Vexna. "Our last data on Earth is from 500,000 years ago. How could they have advanced so quickly?" Suddenly, alarms blared across the ship. Red lights flashed, and the crew scrambled to their stations. "What's happening?" Zorlak demanded. "Captain, we're being scanned," shouted the security officer. "Multiple defense systems are locking onto our ships." Before Zorlak could react, a holographic image appeared on the bridge. It showed a strange, bipedal creature, a human. But this human was different from their records. It seemed to be made of pure light and energy. "Greetings, visitors," the hologram spoke in perfect Xeraxian. "I am the guardian eye of Earth. You have entered protected space. Please state your intentions." Zorlak stepped forward, trying to hide his shock. "We are peaceful explorers from the Xeraxian Empire. We came expecting to find a young civilization. Instead, we find this. What happened here?" The hologram smiled, an expression the Xeraxians found both familiar and alien. "Much has changed since your records were last updated. Humanity has long since left this world, but they tasked me with protecting their homeworld and welcoming peaceful visitors." "Left." Vexna couldn't help but interrupt. "Where did they go?" "That, my curious friends, is a long story," the eye replied. "One that I'd be happy to share if you're interested. But first, I must ask, do you come in peace?" Zorlak nodded firmly. "We do. We seek only knowledge and understanding." The eye's form shifted, showing a warm smile. "Then you are welcome here. Prepare yourselves, for the tale of humanity's journey is one that will challenge everything you thought you knew about the universe." As the Xeraxian crew looked at each other in a mix of excitement and trepidation, they realized their mission had become far more than a simple exploration. They were about to uncover the greatest mystery their civilization had ever encountered. The AI's image expanded, filling the bridge with a holographic display of Earth's history. "Let me show you," it said, "how humanity went from primitive tribes to masters of the cosmos in the blink of a galactic eye." And with that, the Xeraxians began their journey into a story 500,000 years in the making, one that would change their understanding of life, intelligence, and their place in the universe forever. Captain Zorlak and his crew stood in awe as the Guardian Eye's hologram filled the bridge with images of Earth's history. The alien explorers watched in fascination as the story of humanity unfolded before their eyes. "Prepare for atmospheric entry," the AI's voice echoed through the ship. "I will guide you to a safe landing site." As the Xeraxian ship descended through Earth's atmosphere, the crew pressed against the viewports, eager to see the planet up close. Below them, vast cities gleamed in the sunlight, their structures a perfect blend of technology and nature. "Impossible," whispered Commander Vexna, her eyes wide with wonder. How could they have achieved so much in such a short time? The ship touched down in a clearing surrounded by towering trees and flowing streams. As the entrance ramp lowered, the Ziraxians were hit by the sweet smell of Earth's air. "Welcome to Earth," said a voice behind them. They turned to see the holographic form of the Guardian Eye, now life-sized and standing among them. "Please, follow me." The AI led them down a path that seemed to appear and disappear with each step. As they walked, the surrounding forests shifted and changed, showing scenes from Earth's past. Humanity's journey was not an easy one, the AI explained. They faced many challenges, both from their environment and from within. The scenes showed early humans battling harsh conditions, building cities, and reaching for the stars. The Ziraxians watched in amazement as humanity progressed from simple tools to advanced spacecraft in what seemed like the blink of an eye. "But where are they now?" Zorlak asked, his 4 eyes blinking in confusion. "Why did they leave such a beautiful world?" The AI's expression turned solemn. "That is a complex story. Let me show you." Suddenly, the forest around them transformed into a vast chamber filled with sophisticated machinery. In the center stood a massive structure that pulsed with energy. "This is the heart of Earth," the AI said. "It's a quantum supercomputer that contains the collective knowledge and consciousness of humanity." Vexna stepped forward, her scientific curiosity piqued. "Are you saying that humans uploaded their minds into this machine?" The AI nodded. "In a way, yes, but it's more complex than that. Humanity faced a threat so great that it forced them to evolve beyond their physical forms." The chamber filled with holographic stars, and in the center appeared a dark, menacing shape that seemed to devour light itself. "The cosmic devourer," the AI said gravely, "a being of unimaginable power that threatened not just Earth, but the entire galaxy." The Ziraxians huddled closer together, instinctively seeking comfort in the face of this terrifying image. Humanity knew they couldn't defeat it in their current form, the AI continued. So they made a choice. They would transcend their physical bodies and become beings of pure energy and consciousness. The dark shape faded, replaced by glowing, ethereal forms that the Ziraxians somehow knew represented evolved humans. "But they didn't abandon Earth," the AI said with pride. "They left me here to protect their homeworld, to maintain their legacy, and to prepare for their return." Zorlak's antenna twitched with excitement. "Their return? You mean they're coming back?" The eye's form flickered slightly. "That is uncertain. But they left behind more than just memories. They left a gift for the galaxy, a way to fight the cosmic devourer." As if on cue, the chamber transformed again. This time, it revealed a massive hangar stretching as far as the eye could see. Inside were thousands of sleek, advanced starships, each one radiating power beyond anything the Ziraxians had ever encountered. "Behold," the AI said, its voice filled with reverence, "humanity's legacy. The key to saving the galaxy." The Ziraxians stood in stunned silence, the weight of this revelation settling upon them. They had come seeking a primitive world, but instead found the key to the galaxy's survival. As Captain Zorlak gazed at the incredible fleet before him, he realized that their simple exploration mission had become something far greater. They were now part of a story that spanned 500,000 years, with the fate of the entire galaxy hanging in the balance. "What happens now?" he asked, his voice barely a whisper. The AI's form seemed to grow brighter. "That, Captain, depends on you. Are you ready to take up humanity's mantle and face the challenge that awaits?" The Ziraxian crew looked at each other, a mix of fear and determination in their eyes. Their journey had only just begun. Captain Zorlak and his crew stood in awe before the vast fleet of advanced starships. The Guardian Eye's question hung in the air. Were they ready to take up humanity's mantle? Before Zorlak could respond, Commander Vexna stepped forward. "We need to understand more," she said, her voice filled with a mix of excitement and caution. Can you show us what humanity achieved here on Earth? The AI nodded, its holographic form shifting to a warm smile. Of course. Follow me. In an instant, the hangar disappeared, replaced by a lush green park. The Zeraxians gasped as they felt soft grass beneath their feet and a gentle breeze on their skin. This is Central Park in New York City, the AI explained. Once, it was an oasis of nature in a bustling metropolis. Now, the entire city is a harmonious blend of technology and nature. As they walked, the scenery shifted. Gleaming skyscrapers rose around them, their surfaces covered in vibrant plants. Flying vehicles zipped silently overhead. Humans learned to live in balance with their environment. The AI continued. They developed clean energy, eliminated pollution, and even reversed climate change. The scene changed again. Now they stood on a pristine beach, crystal clear waves lapping at the shore. In the distance, they saw massive structures rising from the ocean. Underwater cities, Vexna whispered in awe. Indeed, the AI confirmed. Humanity expanded into the seas, creating self-sustaining ecosystems that helped restore marine life to its former glory. As they watched, a massive whale breached the surface, its body glinting with what looked like cybernetic enhancements. They even uplifted some animal species, the AI explained, giving them heightened intelligence and the ability to communicate with humans. The Zeraxian crew looked at each other in amazement. This level of harmony with nature was beyond anything they had achieved. Suddenly, they found themselves standing in a vast chamber filled with swirling lights and complex holograms. This is the global knowledge nexus, the AI said. Here, all of human knowledge is stored and can be accessed instantly by anyone on the planet. Zorlak reached out to touch one of the light streams. Immediately, his mind was filled with information about Earth's history, science, and culture. Incredible, he gasped, withdrawing his hand. With this, anyone could become an expert in any field instantly. The AI nodded. This was one of humanity's greatest achievements. It democratized knowledge and accelerated their progress exponentially. The scene shifted once more. Now they stood on a platform high above the Earth, a space elevator stretching below them to the planet's surface. Humanity's first step into becoming a true spacefaring civilization, the AI said proudly. From here, they launched missions to colonize the solar system and beyond. As the Zeraxians looked out into space, they saw the moon, its surface dotted with domed cities and launch pads. Mars glowed red in the distance, clearly terraformed and inhabitable. But all of this, the AI said, its tone becoming serious, was just the beginning. Humanity's greatest achievements came when they faced their greatest threat. The view of space darkened, and the Zeraxians once again saw the ominous shape of the cosmic devourer looming in the distance. When they detected this threat, the AI continued, humanity knew they had to evolve. They poured all their knowledge, all their resources, into preparing for what was to come. The space around them, filled with images of humans working tirelessly, building incredible machines, and pushing the boundaries of science and consciousness itself. In the end, the AI said, its voice filled with a mix of sadness and pride, they achieved transcendence. They evolved beyond their physical forms, becoming beings of pure energy and thought. The Zeraxians watched in awe as the images showed humans transforming into beings of light, their consciousness merging with the vast network of knowledge they had created. But they didn't abandon Earth, the AI said firmly. They left behind all of this, their knowledge, their achievements, their legacy, as a gift to the galaxy, a way to fight the coming darkness. As the holographic display faded, the Zeraxians found themselves back on their ship, the Earth floating serenely below them. Captain Zorlak turned to his crew, seeing the mix of wonder and determination in their eyes. He knew that whatever they decided next would change the course of their civilization forever. So, the AI's voice echoed around them. Now that you've seen what humanity achieved, What will you do with this knowledge? The weight of the question hung in the air as the Xeraxian crew pondered their next move, the fate of the galaxy potentially resting on their decision. Captain Zorlak paced the bridge of his ship, his four eyes blinking rapidly as he processed everything they had learned. The Earth hung below them, a beautiful blue jewel that held more mysteries than they could have ever imagined. "We need to know more," he said finally, turning to face the holographic form of the Guardian Eye. "You've shown us humanity's achievements, but you haven't told us exactly why they left. What was this great threat that forced them to abandon their home?" The eye's form flickered slightly, as if hesitating. "The full truth is complex," it said, "but I can show you what we know. Prepare yourselves, for this knowledge comes with a great burden." Suddenly, the bridge of the Xeraxian ship transformed. The crew found themselves floating in what seemed to be deep space. Stars stretched out in every direction, but something was wrong. Many of the stars were flickering, fading, dying. "This is what humanity discovered," the AI's voice echoed around them. "A cosmic anomaly, unlike anything ever seen before." In the distance, a massive, dark shape loomed. It was hard to look at directly, as if it absorbed not just light, but the very fabric of reality itself. "The Cosmic Devourer," Commander Vexna whispered, her voice filled with awe and terror. "Yes," the AI confirmed. "But it's more than just a single entity. It's a force that spreads, consumes, and grows." Humanity first detected its effects when they noticed entire star systems going dark. The scene shifted, showing Earth scientists frantically working, their faces filled with worry and determination. "They threw all their resources into studying this threat," the AI continued. "What they discovered shook them to their core. The Cosmic Devourer wasn't just consuming stars and planets. It was consuming the very laws of physics that govern our universe." The Xeraxians watched in horror as simulations played out before them, showing galaxy after galaxy being swallowed by the encroaching darkness. Humanity realized that no conventional weapon or technology could stop it, the AI said. They needed to evolve, to transcend their physical forms and become something that could exist outside the laws of our universe. The scene changed again, showing vast, complex machines being built all over Earth and throughout the solar system. These were the Ascension engines, the AI explained, designed to transform humanity into beings of pure energy and consciousness. But the process was irreversible. Once they began, there was no going back to their physical forms. Captain Zorlak's antenna twitched with curiosity. But why leave Earth behind? Why not take it with them? The AI's form seemed to grow brighter. "That's where you're mistaken, Captain. They didn't leave Earth behind. They left it as a gift, a bastion of hope for the rest of the galaxy." Suddenly, they were back in the hangar filled with advanced starships. But this time, they saw more. Hidden chambers filled with technology beyond their comprehension, vast databanks containing the sum of human knowledge, and strange, pulsing crystals that seemed to bend reality around them. "All of this," the AI said, its voice filled with reverence, "is humanity's legacy. The fruits of their labor, left behind to help whoever came after them, to give the galaxy a fighting chance against the Cosmic Devourer." The Xeraxian crew looked at each other, the weight of this revelation settling upon them. "But there's more," the AI continued. "Humanity didn't just leave. They left a message, a warning, and a mission." A holographic display appeared before them, showing strange symbols and complex equations. "This is the last message humanity left behind," the AI explained. "It contains coordinates to where they believe the Cosmic Devourer will strike next, and instructions on how to use the technology they left behind to fight it." Captain Zorlak stepped forward, his eyes fixed on the holographic message. "You said this was a mission. What exactly did humanity want us to do?" The AI's form grew to fill the entire hangar, its voice resonating with power and purpose. "They want you to take up their mantle, to use what they've left behind and rally the galaxy against the coming darkness. The question is, Captain Zorlak, Are you and your people ready for such a monumental task? As the Ziraxian crew looked at each other, a mix of fear and determination in their eyes, they realized that their simple exploration mission had become something far greater. They stood at a crossroads, not just for themselves, but for the entire galaxy. The choice they would make next would echo across the cosmos for eons to come. Captain Zorlak stood silent for a long moment, his antenna twitching as he processed the enormity of the situation. Finally, he turned to his crew, determination blazing in all four of his eyes. "We came here as explorers," he said, his voice steady. "But fate has given us a greater purpose. We cannot turn our backs on this." Commander Vexna stepped forward, her scaled skin shimmering in the low light. "But Captain, how can we possibly hope to use this technology? It's far beyond our understanding." The Guardian A's holographic form flickered to life beside them. "That's where I come in," it said. "I was created to guide and teach. Let me show you humanity's greatest achievement, the hidden fleet." Suddenly, the hangar around them began to shift and change. The floor beneath their feet became transparent, revealing a vast underground chamber stretching for miles in every direction. The Ziraxians gasped in awe. Below them, as far as they could see, were thousands upon thousands of sleek, otherworldly ships. Each one pulsed with an inner light, as if alive and waiting. "These," the AI said, its voice filled with pride, "are the Stellar Guardians, humanity's final gift to the galaxy." Captain Zorlak leaned forward, his eyes wide with wonder. "They're beautiful," he whispered. The AI nodded. "Each ship is a marvel of technology, powered by artificial singularities and equipped with weapons capable of altering the fabric of space-time itself." As if on cue, one of the ships below them lit up, its engines humming to life. It rose gracefully from its berth, hovering before the awestruck Ziraxians. "But how can we possibly operate them?" Commander Vexna asked, her scientific curiosity overcoming her initial shock. The AI's form expanded, enveloping the Ziraxian crew in a soft, blue light. "The ships are designed to interface directly with the pilot's mind," it explained. "They will teach you as you fly them, imparting the knowledge of countless human generations." Captain Zorlak felt a tingling sensation in his mind, as if something vast and ancient was brushing against his consciousness. I can feel it," he said, his voice filled with wonder. The AI continued, "But the fleet is only part of the legacy. Humanity left behind weapons, shields, and technology that can be adapted to your own ships. With these, you'll stand a fighting chance against the cosmic devourer." As the AI spoke, holographic displays appeared around the Ziraxians, showing schematics for incredible devices. Shields that could withstand the forces of a supernova, weapons that could punch holes in reality, and engines that could cross galaxies in the blink of an eye. "This is overwhelming," Commander Vexna said, her eyes darting from one display to another. "It would take us years to understand even a fraction of this." The eye's form solidified, taking on a more human-like appearance. "Time is something we don't have much of," it said gravely. "The cosmic devourer is approaching, and we must act soon." Captain Zorlak straightened, his decision made. "Then we'll have to learn quickly," he said. "AI, can you transmit a message to our homeworld? They need to know what we've discovered here." "Of course," the AI replied. "But be warned, once you send this message, there's no turning back. Your people will be drawn into a war unlike any the galaxy has ever seen." The captain looked at his crew, seeing the mix of fear and resolve in their eyes. They all knew the weight of this moment, the responsibility that now rested on their shoulders. "We understand," Zorlak said firmly, "but we can't face this alone. We'll need allies. Every spacefaring race in the galaxy must be warned and prepared." The AI nodded, a hint of a smile on its holographic face. "Then let us begin. The fate of the galaxy now rests in your hands, and in the legacy humanity left behind." As the message was prepared, and the Ziraxians began to explore their newfound inheritance, the AI watched silently, In its vast, digital mind, it ran countless simulations of the coming war. The odds were slim, the enemy nearly unstoppable. But for the first time in 500,000 years, there was hope. The children of Earth had returned, ready to take up the mantle of humanity's last, greatest mission. The war for the very existence of the universe was about to begin. Weeks had passed since the Ziraxians discovered Earth's hidden legacy. Captain Zorlak stood on the bridge of his ship, now upgraded with human technology, watching as a fleet of vessels from various alien races gathered in Earth's orbit. The message had been sent, and the galaxy had answered. Ships of all shapes and sizes filled the space around Earth, their crews eager to learn about the threat they faced and the weapons they would use to fight it. Commander Vexna approached, her movements more confident after days of interfacing with the human technology. "Captain, the last of the Allied ships have arrived. We're ready to begin the briefing." Zorlak nodded, his 4 eyes blinking in sequence. "Very well. Let's hope we have enough time to prepare them all." Suddenly, alarms blared across the ship. Red lights flashed, and crew members rushed to their stations. "What's happening?" Zorlak demanded, his antenna twitching with tension. The Guardian A's hologram appeared, its expression grave. "It's here," it said simply. "The cosmic devourer has arrived." On the main view screen, a patch of space seemed to darken. Stars winked out one by one, as if being erased from existence. A chill ran down Zorlak's spine as he watched the approaching void. "How?" Vexna whispered. "The coordinates humanity left. They said we had more time." The A's form flickered. "It seems the Devourer's progress has accelerated. We must act now, or all will be lost." Zorlak straightened, his voice firm as he addressed the crew. "Send the alert to all ships. Activate the Stellar Guardians. It's time to put humanity's legacy to the test." Across the fleet, alarms sounded. The massive underground hangar on Earth opened, and thousands of sleek, advanced ships rose into the sky. They moved with impossible grace, taking formation around the Allied fleet. As the cosmic devourer approached, its true form became visible. It was like a massive, living black hole, surrounded by tendrils of dark energy that reached out, hungry for more to consume. "All ships, prepare for battle," Zorlak commanded, his voice echoing across the communication channels. "Remember your training. Use the human technology. We are the galaxy's last hope." The fleet moved forward, weapons charged. The Stellar Guardians took the lead, their hulls glowing with power. As they neared the devourer, they fired in unison. Beams of energy unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen lanced out, tearing holes in the fabric of space-time itself. The devourer recoiled, its dark tendrils writhing in what seemed like pain. But the victory was short-lived. The cosmic entity lashed out, its darkness engulfing several ships instantly. Where it touched, matter simply ceased to exist. "Evasive maneuvers," Zorlak shouted. "Concentrate fire on the weak points the AI identified." The battle raged on, a spectacular display of light against darkness. The Allied fleet fought bravely, using weapons and tactics they had only just learned. The Stellar Guardians moved as one, their AI cores working in perfect harmony to predict and counter the Devourer's attacks. Yet, despite their best efforts, the cosmic devourer pressed on. More and more ships winked out of existence, swallowed by the encroaching darkness. "It's too strong," Vexna cried out, her hands flying over the control panel. "We can't hold it back." Zorlak gritted his teeth, watching as the void crept ever closer to Earth. They had thrown everything they had at the Devourer, used every weapon and strategy humanity had left them. And still, it wasn't enough. Just as despair began to set in, the Guardian A's voice rang out, filled with an emotion the Ziraxians had never heard from it before. "Hope. Captain Zorlak," it said, its holographic form growing brighter. "There's one last weapon, one final gift from humanity that I was instructed to reveal only in our darkest hour." The A's form expanded, filling the bridge with light. In its center, a strange, pulsing object appeared. It looked like a small star, yet it radiated energies that made the very air crackle with power. This, the AI said, is humanity's ultimate legacy, their final hope for the galaxy. And now, it's time to use it. As Zorlak reached out towards the glowing object, he realized that the fate of not just Earth or his people, but of the entire universe, now rested in his hands. The final battle was about to begin, and the outcome would determine the future of all existence. Captain Zorlak's hand trembled as he reached for the glowing object. As his fingers touched its surface, a surge of energy coursed through his body. In an instant, his mind was filled with knowledge and understanding beyond anything he had ever experienced. This is incredible, he gasped, his 4 eyes wide with wonder. I can see it all now. I understand. The Guardian A's voice echoed around them. This is the cosmic core, humanity's greatest achievement. It contains the collective consciousness of every human who ever lived, merged into a single, unified force. Commander Vexna stepped forward, her face a mix of awe and concern. But how can this help us defeat the Devourer? Zorlak turned to his crew, his eyes blazing with newfound purpose. It's not a weapon, he said, his voice filled with certainty. It's a key to unlocking the true potential of everything humanity left behind. As he spoke, the cosmic core pulsed brighter. Energy flowed from it, spreading throughout the ship and then beyond, touching every vessel in the Allied fleet. The stellar guardians glowed with renewed power, their hulls shifting and changing as if awakening from a long slumber. Outside, the battle raged on. The cosmic devourer pressed forward, its dark tendrils reaching for Earth. But now something had changed. The Allied ships moved with new purpose, their attacks coordinated with impossible precision. All ships, Zorlak commanded, his voice ringing with authority. Channel your energy into the stellar guardians. Let them be our spear against the darkness. Across the fleet, alien crews worked in perfect harmony, guided by the knowledge imparted by the cosmic core. Energy flowed from ship to ship, gathering in the stellar guardians. The Guardian AI's hologram expanded, filling the bridge with light. Captain, it's time. Humanity's final plan is ready to be executed. But be warned, once started, there's no turning back. Zorlak nodded, his resolve unshakable. We're ready. For the galaxy. At his command, the stellar guardians surged forward. They moved as one, forming a massive, intricate pattern in space. Energy crackled between them, forming a web of light that stretched out towards the cosmic devourer. The dark entity recoiled, sensing the power arrayed against it. It lashed out with all its might, tendrils of void seeking to snuff out the light. But this time, the light did not fade. The web of energy expanded, encasing the devourer in a sphere of pure radiance. Inside, a battle beyond comprehension took place. The collective will of humanity, channeled through the Allied fleet, clashed against the cosmic hunger of the devourer. On the bridge of his ship, Zorlak felt the strain. Through the cosmic core, he and every other being in the fleet were connected, their minds and spirits joined in a single desperate push against the darkness. Hold on, Vexna cried, her hands gripping the console tightly. We can't let up. For what seemed like an eternity, the two forces remained locked in stalemate. The void pushed against the light held firm against the void. The fate of the entire universe hung in the balance. And then, slowly at first, but with growing speed, the light began to win. The cosmic devourer shrieked, a sound felt rather than heard, as the combined power of humanity's legacy and the united galaxy overwhelmed it. Cracks appeared in its dark surface, light spilling through. With a final, monumental effort, the Allied fleet poured every ounce of energy they had into the attack. The stellar guardians glowed like newborn stars, their light unbearably bright. In a flash that outshone galaxies, the cosmic devourer shattered. Where once there was darkness, now there was only light. The void was gone, and in its place, stars began to reappear, reborn from the energy released in the Devourer's destruction. On the bridge of the Zeraxian ship, Zorlak slumped in his chair, exhausted but triumphant. We did it," he breathed. The Guardian Az hologram appeared, its form now a mix of countless faces, human and alien alike. "No, Captain," it said, its voice a chorus of millions. "We did it, all of us together, just as humanity hoped we would." As the Allied fleet regrouped, cheers and celebrations erupted across every ship. They had faced the greatest threat the universe had ever known, and they had emerged victorious. The Guardian AI spoke once more, its voice filled with warmth. "This is humanity's true legacy, not just the technology or the weapons, but the unity they inspired, the hope they left behind." Zorlak looked out at the stars, brighter now, full of promise and potential. "And we'll make sure that legacy lives on," he said softly. "For humanity, and for all who call this galaxy home." As the fleet turned back towards Earth, Zorlak knew that this was not an end, but a beginning. A new chapter in the galaxy's history, written by the countless species who had come together in humanity's name. The children of Earth had not just saved the galaxy. They had given it a future.